Feel like some racing? Well, then you've come to the right place. I'm your host, Philippa Guana, welcoming you to tonight's episode of BMW Club TV, where we're turning the pace up a bit. Our first stop tonight is the Eastgate Shopping Centre to mix racing with some social fun.
It's a fantastic, glorious morning here at IndyCart Eastgate, BMW Car Club, inaugural go-karting challenge, extravaganza, call it what you want. 75 of our club members, 15 karts. It's going to be a fantastic day. Welcome Club TV and join us for this day. Watch the guys go head to head in the small versions of the race cars in our club, the inaugural karting for our club. You're going to see a lot of competition. We've got our defending championships now defending for the third time in a row. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be giving it their all. And we've got youngsters, we've got oldsters, we've got everybody all across the spectrum. We've got our first ladies team as well. So I think it's going to be an absolute blast. Please join us and have fun with us for the rest of the day.
Yes, this is always a highlight on our calendar and a nice, fun, social way to start the year. First order of business, a quick driver's briefing before going racing. And this one is also never short of highlights, so let's get right into that. With 2 hours of racing completed, it was the mixed breeds who successfully defended their title, with Race Ventura second and the Tune Techs completing the podium.
For the first time ever, our experience was good. It was his first time doing it. His first time. Was it your first time also? His second time doing it. So to come third for our first time, I think is really good. But I think we're all disappointed. I think the car 13, they never putted. But they still gave it to 13, but we're unhappy about that. But we let it go. Thank you.
Yeah, I think good race day out. Thank you to IndyCart for hosting us, but a bit of a rough start. We got a bit bogged down in traffic, cold tires, but managed to pick it up. I think we were strong in the pit stops. Really got the kart in and out nice and quickly. A bit of traffic towards the end, really lost us some time, but 23 seconds off the leads, always a good day out. I think my team will attest. We really had fun today. I think we'll be back soon, and we're coming for that number one spot next year. Thank you.
Good day. So we've had a lovely day here at the Eastgate Mall IndyCart racing circuit. We were the team mixed breeds. Forgot what we were last year. Here again doing our thing. Had to defend our title. We were champs for 2024 and 2025. So we had a little bit of pressure going into 2026 now. And lucky enough, we did it again. We're really, really happy. Ethan got the quickest time of the day again, the quickest lap of the day, which was sub 40, I think 40.098. Really, really chuffed. Well done, Manny. Well done to the club. And yeah, let's see if we can do it again next year. Have the Swedish kart mafia win again. And I was only elected the spokesperson because somebody apparently isn't media trained. Why aren't you media trained, Claudio?
I don't know. I don't like doing this. I don't know.
Okay, there you have it. We're the champions, and we're happy.
With a lot of changes introduced for 2026, it was finally time to start season 16 of the BMW M Performance Parts Rate Series. The venue, Swartkops Raceway in Pretoria, as part of the 25th Passion for Speed Festival. The de facto South African motorsport season opener has become a firm favourite among the fans, so let's find out about the inspiration behind the event from the man who started it, the owner of Swartkops Raceway, Peter du Toit.
Well, on the 30th and 31st of January, we are celebrating the 25th year of what was the David Piper International, which is today known as the Passion for Speed. It's a full program focused on the great years of motor racing, the golden years of motor racing of the 60s and of the 70s, and some of it of the 80s, and also some of the contemporary formulas that are racing with us that represent that age of racing and of the modern racing that we experience in more recent times.
Back to our paddock though to find out some of the latest news. We all got our wish. With Bernardo Gouveia competing in the NA Cup, he is now finally in Class B. While he'll be one of the drivers to watch in the NA Cup, let's hear from Turbo Cup competitor, the last combined series champion, Renier Smith.
So, Reinhard, yes, here we back again, doing it all over. Start of a new year. Last 2 years we were very fortunate, had proper seasons. This year with the classes shake-up and the new point scorings, we'll have to see what's happening. Car's feeling good, can always go faster, we always want it faster. But I'm looking forward to a proper ding-dong battle and a nice season. let's give it on.
One of those shake-ups would affect the number of points he would be eligible to score, with Anton Pommersheim electing to move to Class A.
All right, well, it's been a long year last year with racing. I got pretty close in the last few races, about 1 or 2 tenths off of breaking out from B to A, so I decided instead of making a mistake and accidentally breaking out when I don't need to, let me throw the slicks on and start the year, full year in Class A. Little young blood against the old guys and their monsters, so we'll see what we can do.
Speaking of moves, having previously competed in the turbocharged car, Reynard Miller moves to the NA Cup for the season opener.
All right, so this year it's a little bit change of pace, at least for the first race or maybe 2, depending on how long we're going to take to finish the new build. But driving Fireball, so it's our endurance car. It actually won Annapolis last year, so let's see if it can do something in the BMW Club. It's got the right badge and everything, so, but I must say it's super fun to drive Fireball and back in an NA car. We'll see. The breakout times is a bit fast, I think, especially for stock standard E30, if you can call it that. But it's going to be fun nonetheless, and I'm hoping for some epic racing this weekend because there's a lot of cars kind of in the same space and same time. So yeah, let's see what happens.
The Pablo Clark racing outfit invited some international guests to compete, and while this was Maurizio Bianco's debut in the series, South Africa is not quite a new destination for him.
Really great to be here. This is 40 years after the racing which I did here from 80 to 85 with the Alphas. Great opportunity afforded by my friend Paolo, who's the guy from Pablo Clark Racing. They're an excellent outfit, very professional, and he kindly afforded me to drive the Batmobile, which is really nice and similar to what I drive in Europe in historic series. So great to be here, lovely series, lovely weather, and should be good.
And then there are those who couldn't make it.
Must talk.
Next one.
Next time, yeah.
Alora.
You're being recorded, buddy.
Recorded? They need evidence, man.
Tell us for the camera, why are you leaving us and why are you deserting us and why are you going to Greece?
Look, it's not a good decision because I'd rather be on the track, but you know my wife will slag me if I say something else. There you are,
Lekker. The Ikes are filming, yeah, they're filming. You're gonna be on live TV, brother.
Well then, back to those who had their priorities straight and our first look at the NA Cup in 2026. In Friday's qualifying session, Andre van Veen took this year's first ATS Motorsport pole position.
How's it, guys? Such a big honor to be back at the BMW series this year. I'm so excited about the split, NA versus T's. And yeah, we're back full blast in the NA car this time around. Back to give Bernie some grey hair and excited for the year ahead.
Bernie does seem to have a few grey hairs there already, but as they line up in the pre-race area, let's meet someone with some first race nerves, Dirk van Lochenberg.
I've got some serious butterflies. This is my first race. Every time I go out, my times get a bit better, but it's daunting with almost 40 cars on the grid. It's going to be heavy traffic, and I just hope to survive and get this first one under the belt.
Indeed, a big field rolled out to start the early Saturday morning race as the crowd gathered. 38 cars with series debutants in 6 of them. The action didn't quite wait for the race to start. That's Richard Germont spinning out at tabletop on the first formation lap. As they start their second formation lap, it gives us a chance to introduce two new things to you. Our BMW G82 M3 competition safety car and our TuneTech Fast Facts graphic. No Class A competitors in the NA Cup yet, so let's look at how they lined up on the grid, as we also see some light drizzle around, which likely caused Gomolt's spin. De Gouveia lined up second in Class B, while Oloratu Sukudu made his welcome return. Ignis du Plessis headed up Class C. Bianco qualified fourth on his debut. Zahir Sidat in front of Class D, which also saw debutant Ruan van der Waal. And the BMW M Performance Parts Race Series season is go. No major problems through the first few corners either. Debutant Morgan Jacobs was penalised for a full start though. Van Veen held the lead while Sukudu had Gomoltz and Davy Willefear on his tail as Du Plessis mixed up with the Class B field. Lap 2 and Sidat, the Class D leader, has got Quebus Boma behind him and rival Desmond Blum. That's Bianco parking it, invited by Paolo Cavalieri for this event after the pair competed together twice in the Classic Le Mans race. Sidat ran wide there, which gave Blum the better line to take the Class F lead. On to lap 5, with Van Veen enjoying a healthy lead in Class B over De Gouveia. Behind De Gouveia, Gomoltz has since passed Sukudu for second place. That's the Class C leader Du Plessis, now competing in the Moscow Racing colours and, as TuneTech reminds us, starting his second season in the series. While we're watching the Class B battle on lap 7, something else to watch for is a new Class D leader now that Blum has broken out. That's Craig Platt, brother of last year's Class F champion Henry Platt, who is making his debut. He is also in the Moscow Racing team, which has now grown to a 7-car outfit. Van Veen started his season with the Class B win. For Du Plessis, it's a maiden win in Class C. Unseen by us, Van der Waal took the Class F win on debut and we caught up with him after the race.
To start off, this year we joined the BMW M Performance Parts Series, and I have to say what a great series. The racing is intense. I enjoyed race 1. We had qualified third yesterday, made it to P2 with a good battle with Zahir, if I'm not mistaken, and unfortunately Desmond broke out, so that gave me P1 for Class D. Didn't expect that at all for a debut race.
Van der Waal also competes in the Lotus Challenge Series. How big is this difference?
So yeah, very different to what we actually race with the Lotus Challenge. Different cars, different series, but enjoyed it so much, and if this is a start, looking forward for the rest of the season.
So Van Veen beat De Gouveia in Class B, with Gomoltz completing the podium. Du Plessis was joined on the Class C podium by Nicholas Herbst and Tihan van Rooyen. Van der Waal headed up Sidat and Henry Platt in Class D. Onto the 12-lap reverse grid second race. Yes, it is quite a big gap as part of a rule being trialled to mitigate the impact of slower competitors in the higher class getting caught in the battles at the front of the next class. Willefear led the way in Class B on lap 1. We all remember his superb outing here back in June last year. It didn't take long for Duplessis to move up to the front of Class C. And that's contact between Malamela and Herbst. Malamela spun out but recovered, and Gauteng was quick again to bring us some fast facts about last year's Rookie of the Year. And that's the race 1 winner Van Veen parking it on lap 2. With him out, that was one less worry for Willefear at the front of Class B, who now had Takudu applying some pressure. You don't get past Willefear that easily around the outside, but Takudu was not gonna give up. A few corners later, he got the place with an inside pass to start lap 4 in the lead. Bianco was back behind the wheel of the Pablo Club Racing Batmobile and looking good in Class C. Further up the road, the battle for third place in the class was heating up between Kent Swartz and Quibus Boma, with Jardum and Van Rooyen ready to pounce. A lap later, and Swartz has it with Jardum fourth. A look at Class D with Reynard Miller and Chloe Stewart battling it out for the lead. Miller might have it, but Stewart was not going to let him get away heading into the second half of the race. Both Swartz and Jardum got very close to losing it there as the Class C battle continued. And there is someone who lost it. Gurmoltz recovering from his second spin of the day. Meanwhile, the Class B leader, Sakudu, was coming up to some back markers. The traffic allowed Dugovea to reel him in. Another spinner, that's Jardum back on the circuit, but now down in 7th place in Class C. Contact between Sidat and Van Staden, leaving them staring at each other in the middle of the circuit. Philip Mostert Sr. was also keen for some property purchase game. With Dugovea close behind and with Van Staden still stranded on the main straight, Sakudu took his maiden win. Off-screen, Duplessis made it 2 Class C wins for the day, while Miller's confidence in the endurance part paid off with his Class D win. Completing the Class B podium was Troy Cochrane, while Willefear finished 4th. Herbst made it 2 Class C second places for the day, with Swartz completing the podium. In Class D, it was a fine performance by Stewart and Henry Platt to complete the podium ahead of race 1 winner Van der Walt. Debut last year, on top this year. No doubt about our ex-Bell South Africa driver of the day, Ignis du Plessis, with 2 wins from pole and both Class C fastest laps. De Gouvea's consistency saw him take the early lead on the Class B points table over race winners Sekuru and Van Veen. Du Plessis has a perfect score of 23 points in Class C, with 2026 also introducing a point for pole position. Van der Walt takes the top spot in Class D, with race 2 winner Miller in second place. And yes, Du Plessis also holds the early lead in the NA Cup. And now to Turbo Cup. It's been quite a while since Kashen Naka lined up on our grid, but he announced his return by taking the Dunlop pole position.
Yeah, so thank you. I think it's a pole position, so quite nice to be back after a while as well, and also obviously such a nice bunch of guys that we race with. I think this is also one of the biggest fields that they've had. I think there's 74 cars on the grid. So yeah, very nice to be back.
Bianco was not the only international guest in the Pablo Clark Racing lineup. Let's meet Ronald Lenters.
Yeah, first time here in Africa, first race. Qualifying was not the best. I blew up my tires, and so I have to try to do it in race. My starting position is 5th in Class D, so I do my best and hope for a good end result.
Bob Neal was back, although not quite that confident in his car yet.
Yeah, morning everybody. Back on the grid again after being off for probably 4, 5, 6 months. We had a few problems, technical problems. We actually could do with another week in setup. We've changed the engine, but we need a few other groceries. But anyway, we'll see what we can do today.
While they roll out for race 1, let's look at the grid. Naka headed up Class A from Nishal Singh with 5 competitors after Pomershine's move. Although 4 qualified, Class B was down to Smith and Archer alone. You just saw Garbini pull off on the formation lap, and Shane Hobler's car was sold on the spot after qualifying to someone looking to join the series. Joni headed up Class C from Vessel Mostert, now in a turbo car, while Johan Miller and Craig Herbst headed up Class D. Another lap behind the safety car as Garbini's stricken car is being removed. The safety car, of course, is slightly different from FCY, the English abbreviation for Full Course Yellow. Well, with everything clear, let's go racing. No drama off the start as 4 pole starters kept the lead. That's Salvi Galtieri running off the circuit there, which cost him a few Class C places. Now earlier you saw that graphic showing the breakout times and joker availability. Another rule change this year will see breakout jokers returning, but only at coastal rounds. Pomershine passed Singh to move into second place in Class A. Singh, of course, is also new to the class and is driving the car Ryan Naka raced formerly. Lap 3 and Smith is still leading Archer comfortably in Class B. It was also a comfortable lead for Biaggioni over Kutsa and Naidu in Class C. There was a change at the front of Class D, with Hilligan now past Herbst and chasing down Miller. A bit of drama on lap 5 though, as Kutsa was struck on the circuit at turn 2 and facing the wrong way. No doubt about Naka's pace as he started lapping the Class D field on lap 6 already. That's Craig Herbst revisiting his favourite patch of land at turn 5, with debutant Say and Moodley also staking his claim. Galtieri also off the track again, this time exiting at turn 1. Penultimate lap when Michael Hobler spins out at turn 2. The leader's coming around to that spot now, and there's definitely more to it with his car on fire. No real surprise as a red flag comes out, with Michael still stuck in the car, and that is a race completed as well. Counting back to 8 completed laps, Naka took Class A from Pommersheim and Loebscher. Smith beat Archer in Class B. Biaggioni opened up his account with a win over Naidu and Late. The countback saw the order change in Class D, with Miller taking the win from Hilligan, who passed him on lap 9, while Lentes completed the podium. Let's catch up with Oz.
Okay, so the first race was absolutely fantastic. I had a lot of fun. And take into account that last year I was driving an NA car. And for half the season last year, I didn't do a race. I never finished a race because I didn't have the right tool. Now, thanks to Freddie Pretorius and Fast Developments, they built me an N55 with plenty horsepower. And I'm delighted, over the moon. I had a very fun time and love being here.
One more race to go. An issue on the formation lap there for Benny Late. He managed to get his car going again and retook his position. After another formation lap, the race got going. However, Naka picked up a false start penalty, and so too Late, who also jumped the start after his earlier infringement. In Class C, Hein van der Merwe looked to make up places early. Lap 3 and Late, still unaware of his penalty, led Naidu and Biaggioni in Class C. Class D leader Herbst was closing in on debutant Theo Chetty in Class C. Further up the road, Van der Merwe closed in on Wessel Mostert. Meanwhile, in Class B, Smith again had the lead over Archer. Race 2 also saw Garbini back in action after his earlier misfortune. In Class A, Pommersheim offered little resistance when Naka attacked for the lead, mindful of the latter's jump start. Contact between Van der Merwe and Mostert, which resulted in Mostert's retirement and a penalty for Van der Merwe. Although Naka was the first to cross the line, the Class A win went to Pommersheim, who didn't cross the line long after. Nacker's penalty saw him classified in second place behind Pommersheim, with Loebscher third. Smith made it a Class B double over Archer, this time with Garbini completing the podium. A win for Naidu in Class C after Late's penalty was applied. Biagioni and Gampath completed the podium. Anthony and Lenters joined Herbst on the Class D podium. The Class A gamble paid off for Pommersheim, and he also took the I2 Driver of the Day award. He also starts the new season on top of Class A, 1 point ahead of Nacker. Smith heads up Class B from Archer and Garbini. Biagioni's tally of bonus points sees him head up Naidu in Class C. Four points separate the top four in Class D, headed up by Herbst. Biagioni also heads up the Turbo Cup after the season opener. And while Ray enjoys the pizza at Pablo Clark Racing, let's catch up with Paolo.
Hi, I'm Paolo Cavalieri, Pablo Clark Racing. To my right is Ronald Lenters from the Netherlands, and to my left is one of our Group 1 legends from the 1980s, Maurizio Bianco. Ronald races amongst other things, a De Tomaso Pantera, an original De Tomaso Pantera, and we met at Le Mans Classic in 2023. He promised he was going to come to South Africa, and I couldn't think of a better car to drive than Varish's Black Mamba, and I couldn't think of a better series for him to race in than the BMW Car Club Gauteng Racing Series. I think he's had a great time, but he'll speak for himself. As far as Maurizio is concerned, he's been living overseas now for decades, and it's his first time racing back in South Africa since the early to mid-80s. That's quite a long time. But between then and now, he's been racing historics very successfully in Europe. He made a top 3 in Monte Carlo in Formula 2 or Formula 3? In a Formula 3 race. He raced the Chevron at Le Mans Classic. If you look at old Le Mans Classic video clips, you'll see the Chevron chasing Lolas and Ford GT40s with Maurizio inside. He's raced an E-Type Jaguar as well. And today he defected to the right place, coming from Alfa Romeo, if I may say, and tease you a bit. He's just bought an E30 M3 racing car, so we can forgive him. Okay. But he's also driven the Batmobile today, which was built by Alex Sepnich and his team at Evolution 2, which is a lovely car, and I think that both these gentlemen have had an amazing time racing here at Zwartkops at the International. And I want to say one last thing, and that is that starting the year is always a little bit difficult because it's back to school and back to work and all the rest of it. But for 20 years for me, it's always been a pleasure because I've always known that at the end of the month, I'm going racing. So thanks to Peter Dutoy and his team at Zwartkops, a fabulous team. Congratulations on their 25 years anniversary. I'm now going to hand over to Ronald and ask him to give us a bit of a comment on the racing today and the people he raced with and how he's enjoyed South Africa thus far. He arrived at midnight on Thursday, so he's not seen much of the country, but he's going to Plettenberg Bay with his wife, so he's a lucky boy. And it's his birthday on Monday.
Yeah, thank you, Paolo. It's a pleasure to be here, and the kindness of the people, the hospitality we get here to get to a circuit in a foreign country. Yeah, it's amazing for me. Yeah, it's a big event here for Africa. I raced a lot, but the fun factor here in Africa is very, very, very high. Yeah, Paolo give me the keys of the Black Mamba. I can drive a Black Mamba car here.
Well done. And you drove it well.
On Schwarzkopf circuit. And what Paulo said, we arrived late, getting here in, made a couple of rounds and do have a qualifying here. I qualified real well, get into the race and enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I will thank the whole Pablo Kark racing team and especially Paulo itself. It is a pleasure here to be here. And yeah.
Okay, and we'll hand over to Maurizio then. And of course the chairman didn't resist bumping him up one class before his first race even, I think. No, after his first race, after quali. Anyway, thanks chairman.
Yeah, very nice to be here. A lot of fun, fantastic series, and especially with Pablo Clark, fantastic outfit, on top of the whole thing and on a par with any team in Europe. Really good people, very competent. Has been a pleasure. 40 years later, also emotional, but great. So thank you, Paulo. You are the man. You are the man. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, so I think next time we're seeing each other is in March, same place. We look forward to that, and well done Bernie and the team.
A high-speed month indeed, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's show. It's even more enjoyable if you join us for one of our upcoming events, so check out our BMW Car Club Gauteng calendar to see what else is happening near you. Also, if you become a BMW Car Club Gauteng member, you'll also be entitled to discounted entry fees for events, amongst other benefits, so head over to our website today. We look forward to seeing you again next month. From me, Philippa Guana, and the rest of the BMW Club TV production team, it's goodbye until then.